Hey guys, today's Monday. Today's the last day of Thanksgiving break. Go back to school tomorrow, so I figured I'd do one more video. I just went up to the effort barn with the tractor, put a bale outside and brought one back. Been bringing a bale back out of that shed up there, and then feeding them outside instead of pulling bales out of here. But not last night, but the night before we got a couple inches of snow. This'll be gone by the end of the week, but I'm glad it's not 40 inches like last year. Just fed a couple calves. Look at that. Drain works now. This thing right here is what we rented for a bit. This part here goes down the drain, and then it unwinds, and you work at stuff. It did being plugged. We were gonna try and run this down through the milk house, but then we had to run it down through the clean out outside instead. What do you think about that? We just ran into town, went to the hardware place, dropped off that drain thing, and then we ran to the tire store, had a feed cart tire, brought that there, and then we had something to go to a fabricator. He was gonna weld something up for us, so dropped that off, and right now cleaning these calf pens out. Right now we have only 2 calves here outside. Got this one here, now and there. This one can come in any time. Then we have 2 more that need to come outside. We haven't had many calves here in November, but what we have had has been mostly bulls. So that's why we don't have many calves outside. We had 2 bulls and some pens in the barn. They both left today to go to the sale barn. They go on to a different farm where their purpose is to raise bull calves. We're a dairy farm, so it doesn't make sense for us to raise bulls when we're trying to make milk. I'm running into the house quick for a minute because I kind of accidentally left my camera running for 40 minutes in my pocket while we were running errands. So my battery's about dead, so I'm gonna go get a new battery. Got a new battery in. Got this bag here. Tried to make some maple candy yesterday. It was my first time making it. My dad made some before, but I tried to do it all by myself, figure it out. It takes a bit to figure out, but stirred it a little too much. Made a little bit, but I couldn't get much in the molds and it didn't turn out very good. Tastes really good though, but it just didn't form into the molds very good. So I ended up just stirring it a lot more, making sugar out of it. So keep your eyes out on the online store. May have some maple sugar on there soon, but when the milkman gets here, I'll see if he wants some. But yeah, it tastes really good. Maple candy does just taste really good all the time. So I got the bucket on this tractor. I had this tree come down right along the one sap line. There's a main line right there. Comes out. And we have a collection tank like right over there. Pretty sure this is an ash. Can tell this is discoloring a little bit. There was disease that came in, emerald ash borer, pretty sure it's called, came in and got a lot of the ash trees. So now a bunch of them are coming down. There's another one over there too, but this weather would be nice to run some sap lines in. We pretty much could any time now because we're done with field work, so, and if we want to add another 400 taps, we're going to need to start. So right here's the start of that road that we go up to tap trees. Right there, there's another big ash down. Not big, not as big as the other one, but still had a lot of limbs on it. Right here's where that came out last year, that line we added. I'm gonna stop here when I get to the corner and show you guys what we're planning on doing this year. So that came out here. We have another main line, let's see, right about there. Goes down the hill. What we're gonna do, I think what we're gonna do is start a main line about here, run it down to there, run another one, and have them like meet together, and then it's gonna run across this little road here, go down the hill, and hook into that line. So then we don't have to have either a pump to pump the sap up to here or to have to go down there and get it. But at some point we might like put an elbow on the one right there and run it down, so then we can just collect it down there instead of stopping here on this steep hill, steep corner. Might have showed last year at one point splitting wood. Spent about one day last year splitting wood. Ever since then we've been doing other things. So last year at this time we had this whole shed full here already, but we have a ton of wood here that people brought over. We have a ton that just needs split. We don't really need to cut any. Let's see, where should I dump this? Yeah, we don't really have to cut any, just split it. about a week of that, and then we'll be about ready for sap season. While I was up dumping, or going to get that, I flipped the drop cleaner on in the barn. So that should be done running when I get here. No, let's go put this in the other end of the shed. When I got here this morning, we had the tractor sitting outside from when we brought that buck back the other day. With the tractor sitting outside, windshield was all snowy, so I needed to run the wiper, but the wiper there was frozen. So we ran down to the barn and got some hot water. But if I have this sitting inside, then it won't get snowy. So the answer to the trivia question I posted a couple days ago, that answer was total mixed ration. What does TMR stand for? Total mixed ration. What that is, so in these 3 silos we got corn silage and the 2 bigger ones, and this one in the middle is high moisture corn. Over here we got mix of protein, and then up there haylage. So between that, we'll pull feed out of all the silos in that grain bin, and then it'll get mixed together and it gets fed to the cows. So it's totally mixed, and it's the cow's ration. That's what that means.